Thanks for clicking play. Welcome to the video. This week I'm going to be dismantling the front area, the living space in my camper van, and switching it all round. Now, I've already switched around the front area once last year when I was installing my diesel heater, so why the hell am I doing it again? Since I played around with the living area in the camper van last year, I've decided I don't like it. It's as simple as that, really. Plus, there's loads of little bits that I want to improve, and it just seems like a good idea to do it all at once. Now, if you just come here for the stupid woodwork content where I almost fail every time, don't worry, there is something monumentally daft on its way in the next video. So, yeah, skip this one, wait for the next one, do whatever you want. But me, I'm gonna go start stripping out my camper van. Day one of rebuilding my camper van. I came straight home from work, had myself a pizza, and then stripped out the front end of my camper van. I've got loads of different ideas, loads of plans I've been working on, but I needed to take everything out, double check it was going to work. I'm going to finish them plans tonight, then come back tomorrow and build my camper van in a different way. When I first built the van, I had a plan, I pre-wired everything and ran conduit through the van. I did a video on that. In that plan, I had a 6 amp wire on one side to power the fridge and another 6 amp wire on the other side to power the heater. So here's the problem. In my new layout, I've got the fridge and the heater on the same side. That means I need 2 sets of 6 amp cable. So I'm going to have to remove the 6 amp cable from this side and somehow feed it through to the power source without dismantling the rest of my van. Just removing these cables from the conduit was an absolute nightmare, and trying to stick them in a conduit that already had cables, double nightmare. Randomly, I added bicycle lube to the cable and it helped loads. I don't think I would have been able to get the cable through if it wasn't for the bike lube. And here's all the excess cables, so my van's going to be a little lighter. Next I needed to reposition the fuel tank for the heater and then prep the area for where the sofa was going to go. That's the structure of the sofa done. There's lots of drawers and little foldy bits I'm going to do at the end. For now, I'm going to move on to the structure of the kitchen. Day 3 of my camper van switcheroo, and before I do the kitchen I want to get my sound system reinstalled so I can listen to some tunes whilst I work. This thing was in the wall over there. I'm going to put it in the wall up there, which means a load of rewiring. One and a half hours just to plug in some speakers. I've also got 2 other speakers I need to fit somewhere. I don't know where they're going yet, but I am gonna have to wait because I need to do this kitchen because I'm driving to Wales tomorrow to see my mate. That is the kitchen framework done. Obviously this is a temporary worktop, but then again, that was supposed to be a temporary worktop and it stayed in for a year.
what I really want to do is make a pallet wood worktop, a nice big chunky solid thing that goes across the top and looks all neat. I'll do that some other time. I'm going away tomorrow. So now I really need to get some drawers in, but it's getting late, so I don't know how many drawers I'm going to get before I go away. Something's gone seriously wrong somewhere. I built all that framework to house these water canisters, but they fit in there directly under the sink. I think maybe I'd priced up some bigger water canisters. But anyway, big waste of time. Now I can fit some big drawers. Day 4 of the conversion. Last night I screwed the top down. I plumbed the tap in. I fixed the framework around the door so it fits flat. And then I fixed the framework around this door area here. It's a lot narrower than it used to be, so now I need to cut down the door and reinstall it. Drawer 1 was almost the perfect size. I just had to trim the top to make it slide in. Drawer number 2 basically got cut in half, so it turned into drawer number 2 and 3. But again, it was the same width, so things went smoothly. Well, apart from having to reattach the front panels so they didn't catch on each other. I didn't finish the conversion in time, so I did go on holiday. It was fun, it was in Wales, I saw my mates, did some riding, did some more riding, got lost, flew my drone, slept in a hurricane. Yeah, it was loads of fun. But I also did some fixes whilst I was away. The first corner I drove around, all my drawers flew open and the whole thing nearly just ruined itself. So I fixed some neodymium magnets to the back of it, which is good enough to keep it closed and stop it swinging open. Same happened to the fridge, so we've got a really janky bit of wood over there that bent. The new setup was really cool whilst I was away. There's loads of little jobs I need to finish to make it done so I can go away again in a few weeks. So let's get to it. First was adjusting the drawer runners on my pull-out table. Once I had got it perfectly straight, I needed to put a front on it, and I added another neodymium magnet so that it stays closed when I'm driving. Next we're going to do the water section, because once I'd filled it up, I went round a corner and nearly flooded my camper van. As I mentioned earlier, I've downgraded my water cans. I used to have these 25 litre ones. I used to only fill it about halfway, and I'd only touch a quarter of that anyway. So I changed to these 10 litre cans because it makes it easier for the build, and if I ever do run out of water, I've just got a spare, I just swap it out. But because they are smaller, I've got a lot of space, so I need to build something that holds these securely, but also maybe some storage in front that's easily removable. We'll figure it out. Once I built a little tray for them to sit on, I realised there was a little bit of room left and right. I didn't want them wobbling around, so I stuck some plywood on the walls. It's very janky, but it's going to have to do for now. Okay, so that's the side of the sofa done. We've got two very nice drawers on this side. We've got this interesting little flap down here, which is to stick a bag in with all your dirty clothes on. On the right hand side, we've just blocked this off so it looks cool. And for the end piece, I'm going to do something really interesting. I'm going to make a drawer that slides out, but also doubles as an extension to the sofa. This piece here looks really cool. I don't want to waste it, so I'm going to try incorporate this as much as possible.
And there we go, that is the camper van finished, and of course, not finished at the same time. I haven't done the windowsills because I need to decide what I'm doing about curtains before I can make windowsills. I need to re-panel the door because half of it's exposed, but I think I'm gonna try build a shoe rack in there. I need to improve the bin. I hate it. It needs a better mechanism. It needs to line up. That needs a lot of thought. And of course, I need to do the counter, but that's going to be a massive project, probably a video on its own. I can't do that before I buy myself a new gas hob, because I want to cook on there as well. Okay, that's all the stuff I need to do. Let's focus on the stuff that I actually got done. First of all, the sofa, it's amazing. It feels so much better near the entrance. There's more space as you get in. It's a really good position. Me and my mate were using it to get ready for a race a few weekends ago. The extension is awesome. It turns into a really comfy bed. I'm 6'1", I can fit on it. That's good. Obviously, the slide-out storage is awesome because you can drop some big things in there. I might divide it up, not sure yet. The little hidden section in the middle, don't know how well that's going to work. The two drawers that come out, they're brilliant because climbing up over my bed to get clothes off the shelving I've already got is just, it's always awkward and annoying. So having the drawers underneath where I can put clothes, store them, get them out really easily, great success. And at the end of the sofa, I've got that other set of shelves. I think I'm gonna stick carpet on there, but again, I've just been rolling t-shirts up, slinging them in there. Maybe I'll put a cover over it, I don't know. I just wanna see how these things work before I improve them and finish them and perfect them. And as we moved from the sofa to the kitchen, there was lots of wires that got removed. That saves a bit of weight, and when you're doing a big build, weight does matter. Moving round to the kitchen. First of all, the drawer section. My old drawers were really deep, really rubbish, and they wasted quite a lot of space. New drawers are thinner, so you can be a bit more specific about what goes where. It's easier to keep things tidy that way. I like it. Job's a good one. I am gonna improve the bin area. Even though I don't like it, it's better than I had before. Drop a carrier bag in there and the rubbish goes in. Dead easy. The water system, even though I've downgraded the size of it, again, it's still better. It's easier to get in and out, but I'm going to still improve that as well. Then overall, just the positioning of everything. I've got all the switches and controls next to where you're working, so it works a lot better. It's how I planned it originally, so very happy that it is back to the way it was. And that is this video done. I'm sure I will do more on the camper in the future because I'm always trying to improve it. Speaking of the future, my next video is back to basics, woodwork and stupidity. It's already done, I just need to edit it. But until then, thanks very much for watching. As usual, if you've got any tips, questions or suggestions, stick them in the comments below, and like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. Yeah, apart from that, I'll see you in the next video.